Hello and welcome, friends. I hope everybody is having a great day so far. If you're new here, welcome, and I hope you'll consider hitting that subscribe button and sticking around. And if you're back, welcome back. I greatly appreciate all of your guys' continuing support. And I'm just going to get all of those wonderful YouTube-y things out of the way and say if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy the content that I provide, please make sure you're hitting that like button and share any love in the comments down below as well. And that just helps my channel kind of grow and get out there and all that good stuff. And YouTube likes it for their algorithm. Today I'm framing up some diamond art that I worked on a little while back, and I already did the post review on these ones. They are the two fairies that I worked on, and they were both 30 by 30s, and so I just kind of went ahead and used my craft knife that I have like that, and I just took the ruler kind of along the edge and to keep the lines as straight as possible, and just kind of cut off the excess canvas so that they were ready to go into the frames. And so I'm just going to put them off to the side here, and these are the frames. They're just a basic brand called Lifestyle Studio Decor, and they are a 10" by 10" frame without the mat. So I won't be needing this mat, but these frames were only like $12–13 at my local Michael's. So fairly reasonable way to frame these two. I had kind of compared some pricing to what I could find at Walmart and Amazon and stuff like that, and kind of just went for what was affordable. And they're just a basic black frame, nothing fancy, but I wasn't looking for anything spectacular. Just a way to kind of frame these and hang these up. So I'm going to open up the first frame here. I'm going to move this other one just kind of out of the way for now. But they're a nice square frame, and I don't think I will have to do any sort of matting, but if I do, I did kind of get some poster board that I can trim down to size if need be. So I'm just going to get this first one going here. And get rid of that frame, or that matting, because I won't need that matting. That, of course, paper can stay in there. Let's just see here. Let's see, I'm just going to turn it over. Okay, so I might do the matting. Although if I get it on here, I can always just do it right on that piece. So if you look there, like it's... And then I can line it up. Oh, sorry, I clobbered my light there. So yeah, I think I might do the matting for this one just because it is slightly smaller by the time I cut off all the edges. This one, however... looks like she's fitting pretty nicely without that. So this one I might try just putting in the way she is. I don't need that there. And this is just me flying by the seat of my pants. Not really 100% planned out, but let's see. Oh yeah, this one fits perfectly in the frame. So the other one I think have to do the matting. So I'm just going to do that quickly. I'm going to cut down the mat to the size and then I'll be right back. So hold on, and then of course I'll show you both once they're done. I'm sorry about that. I just quickly took off theirs to make sure that I that I cut down the poster board. So I just had some basic white poster board that I had gotten at Michael's. It came in a little 4-pack, or not 4-pack, it was a 4-pack or 5-pack? Yeah, 5-pack right there, and it's just white poster board that is an 11 by 14. I figured that was a little bit more easier to handle than buying the big boards that you can get. So all I did was I took the mat from the other photo, marked the edges so that it would fit into the frame, and then I used my little scrapbooking paper cutter to cut it down to size. So now I'm going to end up kind of just centering this as best as I can on there, and this will provide the little back framing for it. And I'm going to use my double-sided tape that I use for scrapbooking to hold it onto the back. And so I'm just going to put that as close to the edges as I can of the canvas. And then I will cut it off. And then I'm going to just make sure it's on there good. Nice and good. And I'm just pressing down using one of my little bone, they're called bone folders, I think. They're used for card making and scoring cardstock for either scrapbooking or card making, which is another thing that I do crafty wise. So I've got, of course, lots of good scrapbooking supplies, which come in handy for a lot of other crafting items as well. And card making stuff that comes in handy with other projects. I'm just going all the way around the edges. I want to make sure that this canvas stays good and stuck to the poster board and doesn't kind of move around too much. And I didn't do any sort of sealing on the canvas drills prior to going into the frames, just because I don't have any plans on not having them framed. I didn't have any popping issues either with the drills when I was working on the canvases themselves, so they seem to be sticking pretty good without being sealed. So yeah, I'm thinking they should be good in the frame without being sealed. So that's why I didn't. I mean, later on, if I'm finding any issues there, I can always go back and do that after. But yeah, so now I've got all this pressed down, and I'm going to try to center it as best as I can here. So it should be fairly easy to do, I think. I'm going to start with this first little strip, and all that double-sided tape is, you just pull that strip off, and then this is like a big, long, sticky adhesive strip. So I tend to eyeball, so I'm just going to stand up to eyeball this. I do this a lot with my scrapbooking. I eyeball kind of where things should go before I press anything down. And the nice thing about the double-sided tape is it just slides on out nice and easy. Now this may not end up perfect, and that's okay. it is a craft after all, and it just means it's got a little bit of character if it's not. So there she is, pressed down, double-sided tape. Now it should fit perfectly in the frame. So I'm just gonna break open that frame now. And I got the exact same frame as I did with the other Fairy Inn. And I wanted to keep them the same since they kind of are pretty much the same style image. And I figure I'm going to hang them up somewhere together. So having matching frames was something I definitely wanted to get. And then of course I won't need the actual mat. And there we go. Now you can see that it fits way better in there. Way better. So that's that. I'll still put that in there just because why not? It just adds some extra thickness to this, which should help it slide around a little less and all that good stuff. So now there we go. That's what she looks like. I know it's not a huge Jurassic kind of view around the edges there, but you still can kind of see it up close. So yeah, and that'll help the picture not slide around. So there she is. There's the the Sally Fairy, Sally style fairy. And then you can see all that gorgeous shimmer. So that is her all nice and framed up now. Sorry, I'm just moving things over on my desk there. And then here is the Jack style fairy all framed up. And I don't know how well as I turn off that light, at least once a video, but there they are together, framed up. I figure I'll hang them up kind of in the same place, so having them, like I said, in the same frame is something I wanted, but I think they ended up fitting quite nicely. I had to do a little bit of kind of that back border in this one, which, as you can see, I centered it on it as best as I could, but I mean, it's not perfect. You can see a little bit more of the overall framing in some spots versus the other, but that's okay. Hanging on the wall, you won't really notice that as much. But here they are, all nice and framed up. And so I just went, like I said, these frames, local Michael's craft store. It was one of their kind of basic framing brands. They've got so many different style frames there. You can definitely spend more. You can get custom framing, but I went for one of their basic frames, and they happened to be on for $12-13 each. The great thing about Michael's too is if you have a coupon, you can use the coupon, which makes it even cheaper. But even without the coupon, still I think a pretty good price for these frames. And I had kind of done some price comparisons by looking at Walmart and Amazon and kind of some places that are known to have cheaper pricing for items, and trying to just find something that would fit these, because I really wanted a square frame. I was hoping to kind of get close to the size of the canvases as possible. If I hadn't, I would have just done some painting or tape or some sort of extra kind of border if need be. So I mean, that was definitely an option as well, but I wanted to get as close to the canvas size as possible. So now here they are, nice and framed. I won't keep this video going much longer. I just wanted to show everybody how I decided to frame these two. And yeah, now I just gotta hang them up somewhere in the house. And I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great one. Bye.